Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Seth and Beth podcast. I said that really fast, Beth. Come on, fire today.
Hello, my name is Beth, and this is Seth, and we're going to talk as fast as we can.
Remember the Micro Machine guys when we were little kids? Do you remember him, Micro Machines? It's like a hired actor who could just he could speak a zillion miles an hour. If you're 38 to 34, you might know what this is, but if you're 25, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
I'm sorry I didn't steam that shirt today. It's a little wrinkly.
The last podcast we both had flower shirts on, not coordinating, not talking. We just walked in with flower shirts.
Yeah, we don't ever talk about what we're.
And now I'm wearing sort of a salmon look, and you're wearing a pink. I mean, we're pink on pink with that beautiful necklace I got you from Thread in Columbus, a handmade Geo necklace because our son's name is Geo.
Okay, so you have something you want to talk about. I don't even know what it is. I'm excited.
Speaking of Geo.
Yes.
If you could go back to yourself 9 years ago, what would you tell yourself about parenting? What have you learned about being a parent in this world? It has nothing to do with photography.
Man.
But you're a mom of two. Let me set this up. You're a mom of two. One is 9, going into 4th grade, the love of our life, Geo.
So when I was 9, my mom was on her 4th kid.
And your other child, don't change the subject. The other child is a 6-year-old going into 1st grade, Hank. Who's a totally different child from the first child.
Right.
So what have you learned about having the children and being a mom in the past decade?
Listen, I'm a really happy person. I'm a really bubbly person. And I'm a really patient person.
Mm-hmm. Almost too patient, I think, at times with our parenting style.
I don't think I'm patient enough. I'm just always, I feel like I don't want the kids to feel this way, but I feel like I'm always hollering at them or upset with them. They're always doing things, though, and they're just always driving me crazy.
But they're not that bad.
No, they're not.
We've seen kids who are just off the wall insane.
Well, you know what I mean? It's I'll just look over, and then Hanky's trying to scale the hallway walls, and I'm like, get down.
That's pretty cool, though.
No, or he's in the car and he has a frog in an envelope, and I'm just like, what is going on? Which is I'm sorry if you guys, the sound, I'm sorry, it's me. But no, I mean.
So go back, from having the child, what are some tips you could tell some people?
About having children?
Yeah.
Oh, they're so fun. They're really, I really have a lot of fun with them. They're fun. I didn't know it was going to be so fun. I babysat a lot when I was a kid, so I always thought that, parenting would be similar to babysitting. And I remember, being tired from babysitting all the time. Be is, parenting exhausting? Because being a babysitter is exhausting. And it is.
Yes.
It is exhausting.
I think
because you just want the best for them, so they're on my mind. I think about them all the time.
I don't think it's a secret that many people in this world think that stay-at-home moms have it pretty easy.
Oh, that's what they think.
That's not a job. My wife doesn't work; she's a stay-at-home mom.
Right.
And I'm like, look, with 2 angel children, I would go to work every single day as opposed to watching these hellions doing stuff.
Angel hellions. Right.
The angel hellions, let alone cooking for them all day, putting up with their stuff, and then you create little events for them and do things for them. You're teaching them at the house. You're doing like skill building with reading and writing and counting. So yeah, all these guys out here, all these idiots out here that say, how easy it is. It's you stay home with those kids. Let wife go to work.
And be happy. And, I'm not talking stay home with the kids and they get just to watch TV all day. That's not,
well,
I'm not talking
I'm
about
sure that's
that.
what that is, but yeah, sometimes.
But,
then you got to make dinner, right? You got to make dinner starting at 3:30.
And you're always cleaning. You're always cleaning.
Cleaning everything. That's with 2. How do people do it with 5 or 6?
I know.
I have no idea. But keep going. What else have you learned about children and raising them?
You really put me on the spot.
Well,
there,
do you
babe.
compare the way you do it to what I'm sure you think about the way you were brought up and the way you're bringing them up?
I don't know. It's different. It's a different age.
Yeah.
It's hard to compare, no, I do what I do for me and for you and for our family. I really don't compare to other families or the way, everybody does it their way they do it. I just want to do it the way I do. I want to do it. Now, mind you, like we have some awesome friends that are awesome parents, and I like the way they do it. So like I'm like, like there are people like families and moms that I like the way they do it, so I want to do it the way they do it. Like like our good friend Betsy Hartshoe.
She's the co-founder. Her and Ryan are the co-founders of the Akron Children's Museum. They
founded a museum. They
drummed up this idea.
Like they were like, Akron should have a museum
a children's
for
museum,
kids.
Which at the time, I'm sure Ryan listens to this. At the time, I was like, yeah, I don't think that's gonna fly. But in my mind, I was like, that sounds like a lot of work, bro. Well, it has been an ungodly amount of work. It's probably been, I don't even know how many years, 8 years. I don't know, but
the whole idea of that museum is. Like the museum isn't for kids, it's for families. It's for families to spend time together. It's not for kids to go and have a good time. Like
that happens, but
right. Like it's for families. And oh my gosh.
What have you learned from her?
Well, she had kids before we had kids. And I liked the way she was. Like she had like an early mom, a new mom, like I liked it. Like reading. I didn't know you should read to a baby. Listen, I'm a teacher, okay? I took like 21 credits of literacy. Like I know how to teach kids how to read, but like reading to babies, like in my mind, I'm like, why would you read to a baby? Like they're not going to listen, right? But there's so many benefits to that. And I loved seeing her as a new mom, and it got me excited to be a new mom. And I know our family, they read every night before they go to bed, and we do that. And I love my favorite time of the whole entire day is putting the kids to bed. I love it.
Yeah, we had a documentary video shot by Luke Carmichael of ALC Productions in Columbus, but he did a wonderful job of a day in a life, and we certainly ended with tub time and reading. So I don't know if a lot of parents would ever. We tell parents, if you want family photos from us, like we have to do things that you guys do because that's what you're gonna miss and love.
Yeah.
And so
sometimes when the kids, they don't know it because they're right when you like read and then you turn the lights off and then you're like doing your last minute snuggle, which isn't a minute for me because I mean Seth moves on and I'm still snuggling, but like I'll push record and I'll record the kids and our late night conversations because like that's when they want to like tell us stuff that's happened in the day or ask us serious questions or make confessions about things or even just be silly and stuff like that. Like I'll record us without them even knowing it, knowing that someday they're going to want to hear themselves talk about these things. And that's my favorite.
I have a recording right now, Beth.
Oh, okay. What's this one?
This is, so parents, check us out on YouTube if you see it. Parents, if you're not doing this, you should start tonight. So here's Hank laughing over 2 years ago when he was 3. You ready?
Ready.
See if it plays. I'm going to do all this build up and it won't even play. Please play, Lord.
Please play.
Oh.
Here
it is.
You just tooted. And I can't breathe.
He loves
You
tooting.
tooted. I can't breathe because you tooted.
Here's Gio talking at 6.5 years old. I can't believe so. You hear
Tell me
this?
the story again about the skunk.
I went to this place and with my aunt, her name's Aunt Kay, and you put it in this little thing, and it's plastic, and the skunk stepped in it, and you put this little pavement in it, and you put this thing around it, and you let it dry on and you put in the sun, and
isn't his voice? I don't even know what he's
playground
talking
and all
about, but
that
it's just even
stuff.
his voice is so cute,
and
you know?
you grab it and you go.
Grab it.
And it's ordered by $5.
It's called a molding, huh?
Uh-huh.
And what foot is that?
A skunk's foot.
Right or left
Skunk's
foot,
foot.
you think?
Can you believe this, child?
I know it.
I know, honey. Man, oh man. I guess maybe, like it's that kind of stuff that I love, like about being a mom.
So tell me about tonight. What happened?
I got the picture of my Thompson.
What is he talking about?
This is Gio 4 years ago.
What did you do tonight?
I ate my dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I ate.
All right, babe.
Anyway,
Yeah.
isn't that hilarious?
Yeah.
That goes into what I have learned as a parent.
What? What have you learned? I love it when Seth gets all emotional and mushy and tells me about
Number one,
stuff.
I didn't take enough photos. We have terabytes of photos. Didn't take enough.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I've said this for you. I've said this to you before. Is that we were there, dang near working from home for the last 3 years, quote unquote. We were there for like their whole lives. We even tell our children that a lot of families, mom and dad have to leave the house at 7:15 in the morning, and you
Right.
go to some other place until 6:30 at night when we pick you up, and we're a family for about 90 minutes before you go to bed. And we're always there, and I feel like I still missed it. So I never felt, I feel like our 6-year-old has grown up too fast. They always do.
I know it.
You've always been real proponent of like, well, they enter these different stages, and all these different stages are fun.
Yeah.
But it's no joke that I loved the little bitty phases the most.
Yeah. Right.
All the way down to like the cuddling the little babies and so recording those little early moments of them laughing from 4 or 5 years ago, they're just incredible.
Yeah.
And luckily I have those saved on.
We always talk about how we became photographers when Gio was a baby. Like we got the camera to take pictures of the baby and learn. So there's so many photos of Gio. By the time Hanky came around 3 years later, we didn't take as many photos because, we weren't like practicing and trying. We were like in the business. And so
Taking photos for other people.
Right. So, but I mean, the quality of photos that we have of Hanky are far better than Gio's.
No, I would say it's not as rewarding, but it is rewarding.
We don't have as the quantity of
It is
Hanky.
rewarding taking other people's photos. I mean,
Yes.
I like that a lot.
Right.
And when we do our reveal sessions with our wedding clients, family clients, boudoir clients, or senior clients, having a reveal session and seeing people react to their photos for the first time is a really, really awesome reward.
Yeah.
It's twofold. Our clients really love
Do you
the
ever
idea.
get emotional? Do you ever like kind of tear up?
Absolutely. At these beautiful
do?
weddings,
You
of
do?
course. Absolutely. I mean,
Like which ones are there like certain ones that you'll get emotional about? Because you're not like, you don't really cry often, get emotional like that.
No, I mean, yeah, I'm not like sobbing. Like I
Right.
don't need a tissue. That's probably like the line that we
Yeah.
draw, right? Like, hand me a tissue. It's coming out. I can't stop it.
Yeah.
Out the nose, out the mouth, or out the eyes. I mean, look, like we've had some very amazing weddings, and
What are some of the like moments?
I know. I'm trying to think. I mean, lots of dad reveals are always very nice when you see dad for the first time, or clients who have kids. If their little baby kids are there, that's always cute to see. One of your most famous award-winning photos is a mom and a baby on their wedding day, just like being together. It was wonderful.
Right, that was great.
Um,
Hey, did you get emotional? So over the weekend, we photographed a wedding where the groom had lost his mom
within the past
2 years, I
yeah,
think.
2 years.
And so like
Absolutely.
look, I have a hard time even talking about it without getting emotional.
How could you not?
So he did a slideshow at the reception during the mother-son dance. And
Yeah.
tell him, I can't even say it.
Well, yeah. So father-daughter dance happened, which was awesome because like they didn't even play around with like, oh, let's start a slow dance and then get funky. No, the song was funky right off the bat, and they were just
Right.
like, hey, back and forth. It was rad. It was really great to photograph. And then the groom basically walked out to the center of the dance floor, put a chair down, and
Nobody else on the dance floor, just him in a chair.
now part of me was like, man, why do you got to put yourself? I wouldn't put myself through this, but maybe he wanted to get some closure. That was his
had
time
to.
with his mom. And so they played this beautiful slideshow. And I mean, look, I go to weddings and I don't want to get off topic because I go to weddings and some dad is like pouring his heart out and I walk around the back of the room to get like some creative photos and literally people are playing video games and they're on Facebook. But a moment like that when mom was supposed to be there and she's not, the whole room, the staff at the catering service, like everyone is frozen. You could hardly see the damn movie and it didn't matter. It was just wonderful. And I get sad for that because I mean we've said before in the podcast, but I lost my dad after our wedding. It was very sudden. We never knew it was going to happen. I didn't take enough pictures of him. I didn't spend enough time with him. I was too cool out hanging out with my friends and my girlfriend to
I was the girlfriend.
Spend time with them. And because you always think he's going to be there and then he's not. And then so yeah, that's I definitely got emotional for that. And I just like couldn't even hardly take photos. It was like I got the photos I thought I needed to like nicely capture what was happening, and then I just sort of step back and let it happen, which we do at times,
Yeah, right.
Like
you can be click
all the dang time.
Like, I mean,
sometimes you got to let people actually live. So, but yeah, that was a good question, though, babe. But no, so anyway, what have I thought about parenting? I mean, cuddle time is great, and I try to take time. As we talked about before, is like I typically get a lot of my work done in the evening, so I have to take that break. But I've come to learn the idea of like when that little baby voice says, "Daddy, can you come cuddle with me?" It's like, yes, I have to.
I have to.
I went through a stage where it's like, nope, I don't have time for that. Nope, I'm still working. And now that I've realized I'm starting to lose them and they're getting a little older, I'm sure that cuddle time is going to be reduced down when they're too cool and we're too old. So yeah, that's sad too, but I'm excited for.
I don't know what's going on with Hanky. He wants to snuggle more. He's always been the one where he's like, "You can leave now, Mom." And then I go to Gio's room and Gio will be like, "Don't ever leave. Like, stay here all night."
Mm-hmm.
But Hanky recently has just been so
very cuddly
sweet.
and loving.
Like, just wants to kiss me, which he's not that way at all. Like, wipes off the kisses. And I don't know. I even laid into him pretty hard the other day. And it was like, I don't know. Usually he would hold on to that and be upset with me. But I don't know. Maybe he knew what he did wrong, and he instantly wanted to hug me. It was almost like he knew he was wrong, and he wasn't upset that I was upset. But it's very rewarding to be parents. It is.
Yeah, we have a pretty rewarding job too. We meet these beautiful couples, wonderful couples, and they sort of they give us this gift of photographing their day. Then we get to present it to them. And I definitely think a lot about being a parent, that they're going to be parents one day and that their children are going to see these images. And that's just really rewarding because I see how our kids react to even the images we make.
Right.
Folks, you don't even get this. We have a running slideshow in our house.
Like a lot of people have all those like
digital
digital frames, but
ours is like this
Seth went to a photography convention and saw one that was, I mean, it's so
like television.
big.
Yeah, huge television.
Yeah. But
and
it's
so,
like framed, so it looks like a picture frame.
It looks like a picture frame. And so again, as photographers, we're like a normal person, and it's sad to say, I think normal people, they may not have any pictures of themselves or their parents or their kids framed. Like, it's rare, would you say? It's rare to have a couple photos maybe framed in your house. We're trying to change that for listeners.
Because you
want
to put up like cute artwork.
Yes.
And not pictures.
But in our house, there's no room left for the pictures, so we're trying to figure out where we can.
I know. People have even said that they felt anxiety coming into our house because there was just like so many pictures.
Well, to hell with them. But we have a digital frame, and I put clients' photos on our family digital frame because I like the bonds that we make.
He puts like wedding clients' photos on our family frame.
Yep. Erica and Antonio, you're on the family frame. Like, Maggie and Patrick, you're on there, baby. You made it. So if we take some badass photo of you guys.
It means a lot to him.
It means a lot to me.
You know what? You told me this once. I
know where you're going. Go ahead. I can finish your sentence.
No, you can't.
Go.
You said that at your funeral.
I knew that. Yeah.
At your funeral, you want pictures of you and your family, but you want your
slideshow
work. Your
all of my
work. You want pictures of your work up as well for people to see.
Our work.
Yeah, but
Yeah, like at my funeral, I would love if someone could put this together. I need a slideshow of all of the amazing wedding photos we took and all the lives that we get to touch. The parents that we talk to, sometimes the couples that call us 3 years later and say that someone passed away and how treasured their photos are. That's very, very rewarding. But it is so different than working at a 9-to-5 job for somebody else. It's just it's a very rewarding task that we're given, and a gift that we have to work with you folks out there. So this isn't the longest podcast in the world, Beth. It's only been 20 some odd minutes, but I thought I'd leave with that. I wanted to get your thoughts on motherhood and marriagehood and but we're doing great.
Oh, something I really let go of.
Say it again in the mic so I can hear you.
Oh, sorry. Something that I really let go of. When the kids were little, I would have to put them in the cutest outfits you've ever seen, and they always had to look so cute it's not even funny. And I don't know what, I've totally let go of that.
Yes, we've shifted from
whatever they want to wear is cool, and
we've shifted from Janie and Jack. No, we only bought Janie and Jack for communions or first communions or something. But no, 2 days ago you were at Play It Again, Once Upon a Child, buying $3 shorts, and that's
they're
awesome.
Totally fine with that. They're just little kids. Everything they turn into just turns gross. So I'm just well.
Well, then I also think back of all.
And I like that. I don't want to put them in something, but don't ruin that, or I don't want.
I think no matter what
dirty.
they're going to be in, they're going to look back 30 years from now and be like, "Why did our parents dress us like wahoos?" I still to this day tell you. My big splash, I was going to middle school. Here comes 6th grade. And it's going to be awesome. And I was so nervous because there was high schoolers on the bus, right? So I get picked up, and I chose willingly, with the help from my mother at Rolling Acres Mall in Akron, Barberton, Akron, Ohio area, as I wore bright canary yellow denim shorts past the knee, pump-up sneakers, and then the canary yellow offset the big Looney Tunes shirt with the Tweety bird. This was my big splash.
Tweety bird.
And I think I even got on the bus just feeling like a complete asshole. Why am I wearing this? This is supposed to be cool.
You felt good leaving the house.
I did.
And then when you got on the bus,
I was
you were
shit. It didn't really make the splash.
No one else is wearing Tweety bird. Of course.
Oh, my God. That was 1993 or something, right in the Space Jam era, when the movie came out. Anywho, so... Well, hopefully this provided some insight for you guys as to who we are. I brought this up because when you hire us as photographers, we have a lot of conversations about your life and ours. We try to relate as people. We try to learn what's special to you, if you want a family, or what your parents think about you. And it's just been an incredible awakening for us.
Honey, people always say, is it hard to work with your husband? What? It's moments like this. I love you so much.
This one right now.
Yes.
Yeah!
Oh, jeez.
Yeah!
This moment.
Well, it just makes me, stop and think about,
So that's what photos are all about.
Life is so good.
Stop and look at a photo and put yourself back in that mindset of awesomeness.
Yeah.
How fun that day was.
We don't take enough family photos. Uncle Howie took a photo of us on the boat yesterday.
Yeah.
We went boating with my aunt and uncle from California, and Uncle Howie's he's so great. And he took a photo of us, and gosh, it has warmed my heart. It's just our boys and us, and we're not all dolled up. We're just on the boat hugging each other.
It was a nice photo.
Yeah.
Well,
all right.
Thanks for joining us, everyone, for the Seth and Beth podcast. SethandBeth.com. Follow us on YouTube.
Ever have any ideas or topics or questions? How you can write things
underneath.
Yeah, just write it underneath. Or if there's somebody you want on, with us, or if you want to come on, we would love that. I don't really want to talk to him all day.
We do talk a lot.
I know we
don't spend a lot of time away from each other.
I know.
So sometimes it's
I know. I miss you when you're not there. I miss you.
Yesterday in the car, 7 straight hours.
I like that.
Yeah. Oh, should we tell the cell phone story?
Yeah.
On the way to podcast, Beth yelled down, "I'm getting in the car." And then I grabbed all the stuff we needed, computers and cameras and all this crazy stuff. And I had too much in my hands. I walked out to the car, lamenting a bit that you got it and didn't grab everything. I'll be honest.
Oh.
I thought you were in charge of the laptop. And you're like, "See ya." The laptop was still there. So,
Oh, I had to put my makeup on in the car.
I put my cell phone on the roof of the car. And then I put all the stuff in the car. And I got in the car, not knowing I put the cell phone on the car. Then we drive down the road. And we hear this clunk going down the road, and I thought,
like, what was that?
"Oh, I have some crap in the trunk. Maybe like a light stand hit another light stand." You said something like,
or something just fell off the roof.
So we go run a couple errands. We have lunch for a couple hours. It's hours. We go back. Where's my phone? We go back to the house. Can't find the phone. We use the Find My iPhone app, which people don't know exists, Beth.
Oh, gosh.
We're like rare that we know this thing exists.
A lifesaver.
Find My iPhone allows a computer, an iPad, or another iPhone to find all the other devices in this world. And it's not like it even has to be like within a certain range. Like I can see that Beth's in Florida and I'm at home. Like I can see where everyone's going, which comes in great when you're trying to get a drink with buddies after an event and your wife can see that you're at the bar.
Or he's at Taco Bell.
Oh, she got me big time. I walked right in. I thought she was asleep a couple weeks ago. No, last Friday.
Hey, honey, how was it?
How was
Did
Taco
you like
Bell?
getting cocktails? How was
Have a
Taco
taco.
Bell?
Anyway, I keep refreshing the phone, and it says my phone is in the middle of the countryside on the side of the road. I'm like, I think it fell off my car. So here we are on a very, very fast road, 55 miles an hour. No one is looking. These people that run or ride their bikes down these roads, this is a death trap. These idiots they're on their phone too.
Not that you're an idiot. It's just.
Yeah, everyone but me and you. And all our clients and friends and family and our family. But anywho, so we found the phone beeping on the side of the road because we were able to beep it. And it was in a full OtterBox. So the hard case with the rubber mat around the hard case, and it hit the road so hard that the OtterBox exploded, pieces everywhere, and the phone was perfectly fine. Not perfectly.
Toppled.
Little chip right here, but the screen... So it hit the concrete, exploded, boom, and then landed on the ground in a safe little grassy bed for us to find 3 hours later.
Just beeping away. Bing, bing.
So we got the phone. So I need a new phone case. So anyway,
all right, everyone.
That's a funny story.
We'll see you.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Love you.